Hey everybody, it's Clifford Stummy, the Pop Song Professor, and welcome to my channel where we're all about helping music lovers like you to understand the deeper meanings of popular songs so that you know what your artists are saying and can enjoy your music more. Tonight we are talking about Ed Sheeran's new song, How Would You Feel? And I apologize because it is so late at night. I have to find the fifth word of that title, and I could not pronounce it, but it is I found out how, and it is Paean. And basically, Paean just means a hymn or a song of praise or triumph. So it's a celebration of something, and we're going to find out exactly what Ed Sheeran is celebrating as we get deeper into the meaning of this song. Now, I want to say that I will be taking some questions at the end of this video for the last couple of minutes, but I got to keep it quick because I got a lot of other songs to explain tonight. And in fact, some of you who are watching live right now probably already watched that past stream, and you are either bored enough or kind enough to stay up for another 20 minutes to watch this video. So welcome to all of you who are here. And I see that we've got at least one, so that's really cool. Hey, Oliver. But let's jump into this song. So, but first we have to do this. And that was pretty cool. I love doing that. That's super fun. I found this new program that lets me live stream like this, and I'm enjoying talking to you guys in this, more in the moment way. So let's go ahead and take a look at the lyrics behind this song. And basically, from what I've been able to gather, How Would You Feel is a very simple love song. But I think what's beautiful about it, and what you guys are going to probably enjoy, those of you who are Ed Sheeran fans, is that it's very, very true to the Ed Sheeran that we've kind of come to know and love through a lot of his other songs. So let's take a little bit of a closer look at these lyrics. We have right here, you are the one, girl. You know that it's true. I'm feeling younger every time that I'm alone with you. Ed Sheeran's in his mid-20s approximately. I think 25 actually. So, it's not that impressive for somebody that, age to feel a little bit younger, but if somebody can do that for you, then that's a special person. So he's saying you are the one. So he knows, like, you are the one that I want to spend my life with. And to say to somebody that they are the one is no small thing. It really does mean a lot, not only to that person, but also to just what they mean to you. So I'm sorry that I'm a little bit flustered. This whole live thing is a little bit intimidating to me. So if I stutter or mess up or don't seem to be going anywhere for about 10 seconds at a time, it's just that I'm getting used to this. But let's focus on the mission here. Verse 1, we're back into it. Every time that I'm alone with you. And then we get into the pre-chorus. We were sitting in a parked car, stealing kisses in a front yard. We got questions we shouldn't have not asked. And the reason I put that little brackets there around the word not is that it's really hard to tell exactly what he's saying there, but it sounds like he's saying we've got questions we shouldn't have asked. It is possible he says questions we shouldn't have not asked, just because he might be saying, well, we do see, how would you feel if I told you I loved you? And that's down in the chorus. So what he could be saying here with the two different hearings of that last line of the pre-chorus is, there's questions we shouldn't have asked. We should have just enjoyed our time together and just, enjoyed being in this moment and stopped thinking about it so much. Or if the not actually is the word there, and you guys have to let me know what you think, then is he saying, we can't afford to not ask these questions. Like, we have to deal with, like, these deep emotions that we're feeling right now. And those are the two interpretations I take of that line there. The second pre-chorus is a little bit different. He says, we were sat upon our best friend's roof. I had both of my arms around you, watching the sunrise replace the moon. So notice that both of these instances, they are in a calm, peaceful place, alone, and they're also surrounded not only by nature but by man-made things too. So we've got a parked car and a front yard, and then we have the best friend's roof, but there's also that sunrise replacing the moon. And I think that's interesting because you take that in connection with verse 2 where he says, in the summer as the lilacs blue, blood flows deeper than a river every moment that I spend with you. I really think it's interesting that this narrative is being woven around not only the man-made but also the natural, and I think that's powerful because love is a man-made thing, but it's also natural. It's something that we make happen, but it's something that happens to us, and I think that's powerful and beautiful. I don't know if that's exactly what Ed Sheeran's saying here, but I think the fact that this love can take place in either of those environments speaks to the power of it, and just kind of speaks to where love and humanity in general are currently. And this may sound like high-minded BS to everybody, but at least it seems beautiful to me, and I hope that you're feeling that as well. So let's continue looking into this, and I think we only have one unique stanza, and when I say unique stanza, I just mean words that aren't repeated again later. Now, something being repeated can be significant, and so it's not necessarily a reason to skip explaining something, but in this case, I think we'll get the gist of the song by going over just, every time the lyrics are said the first time. So in the chorus, how would you feel if I told you I loved you? It's just something that I want to do. I'm taking my time, spending my life, falling deeper in love with you. So tell me that you love me too. And this is, not the ultimatum, but this is him kind of coming out and saying, all right, I'm putting it all on the line, and I want to hear what you think of what I have to say. Excuse me. And I find it interesting. It says spending my life, and this is a human life. This is a natural life, and he's saying this in conjunction, he's describing this life. I think when he puts all of these man-made and natural things all around, and this is kind of the life he lives. He lives in connection with and next to all of these items or these events, and the natural and the man-made. And I think that mentioning all of those things specifically, giving these concrete details like the word roof or lilacs or river. Or parked car, stealing kisses. These are very concrete, tangible things that any one of us, well, I mean, maybe not all of us, but most of us could go out and touch or experience or be next to. And so it really does give this grounding to the entire song. And now Ed Sheeran is a very concrete writer typically. He'll often use very specific, clear examples. I noted this in Castle on the Hill, where he just will use details and ideas from everyday life. He doesn't necessarily always deal in the abstract and and in metaphor. I love you as much as this, and we're flying high together, stuff like that. He tends to give examples of just places that he's been before, I assume, or places that somebody could be. And I think that that's powerful. And really that kind of is, I think, who he is as a songwriter and as a person. So I really like that. But he's saying, how would you feel if I told you I loved you? So it's a little bit timid. He's not necessarily coming out and saying, I love you, love me back. He's being a little bit more cautious about it, which I understand. It's just something that I want to do. So it's almost like he's saying, don't worry about it too much. It's just something that I want to do. And he really is coming in for a very gentle landing here. But he's going to pick up steam in a second. I'm taking my time, spending my life, falling deeper in love with you. And he's already said, you are the one girl. So we know he's serious about this relationship. And he wants to spend his life with this person. And then at the end, this is where it comes a little bit more intense. So tell me that you love me too. If she says no, he's going to probably be heartbroken. But I think she's going to say yes if they've been spending all this time together, right? And I think that's really cool. So starts timidly, gets more serious as the chorus goes on. The rest of the song is built on concrete images and ideas and experiences that really help to put the listener into the place of somebody who is maybe talking to Ed about this experience or is imagining themselves in one of these two roles. And that's a lot of what Ed Sheeran does, is he makes songs that it's easy to put yourself into. That's why a lot of his music gets played at weddings, because you can listen to Ed Sheeran talk about, who knows what relationship, or maybe it wasn't even a relationship. Maybe somebody just wrote the song for him, or maybe he just wrote it abstractly after watching a movie or something. He was inspired by that. But the songs are so concrete, and they're so relatable, so specific, that they're the kind of songs that you, as a person, can put yourself into either role, depending on which, role you want to play. And then you can kind of imagine yourself going through it. And it can inspire people to love each other better. It can give you a lot of good feelings about the person that you're in love with. And I think that's why it's played at weddings a lot. Anyway, I think that is just about all that I have to say about Ed Sheeran's song. And I am excited to answer some questions in just a second. But just before we do that, I want to remind you guys that if you want to partner with me to bring more Ed Sheeran song explanations to the world, to the internet, so that people can benefit from knowing what their music means. Maybe they'll enjoy it more, maybe they'll learn something. Sometimes parents use these song explanations to have deeper conversations with their children. Sometimes school teachers will use them. Sometimes people writing papers will actually use my explanations in their papers. I've been cited a couple of times. One of the most exciting aspects of my life, which may show you that my life's not that exciting. But if you want to partner with me on stuff like this, don't forget to check out my Patreon. I don't have a link in the description right now, but if you're watching this later, chances are that I do. There's cool perks over there, personal song explanations, talking with each other, behind-the-scenes podcast, all sorts of cool stuff, opportunities for you to vote on and choose songs for me to explain, and just a regular good time. So be sure to do that. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to go ahead and answer some questions right now. Let's see. Oliver, you were the only one there, and now you are here. You say answer my question, but I don't see your question here. Edith says hello. Hey. David Ortiz, sup dog? Sup dog to you too. Jim, thanks for sticking around from the last video. Lucinda, hi. Hi. Are you going to make a video on this song? Like an actual proper edited video? It depends. I might. But right now I'm enjoying doing the live stream aspect of it. Oliver, hey man, I love your videos. Thanks a bunch. Heather Ryan, did you see the new music video for Paris? I actually did. That's why it took me a couple extra minutes to get here. And I mean, it seems pretty straightforward, though I love the symbolism and the imagery in the Paris music video. I'm going to definitely have to put a little bit more thought into that, and I could possibly end up explaining it very soon. So, all right, I'm not seeing a lot of other comments. Okay, Lucinda, have you heard of Halsey or Melanie Martinez? It would be good if you could do some meetings about them. I have done Melanie Martinez in the past, and Halsey collaborated with the Chainsmokers on a song that I explained too. But I've heard of both of them, and I'm a fan of Halsey. Not really sure how I feel about Melanie Martinez at this point. But Edith asks, with what kind of emotion vibes do you feel from the new Ed Sheeran album? Well, I definitely felt more pop, and I felt less of the singer-songwriter power that he had in previous music. This song right here, How Would You Feel, definitely returns to that. So I think there's power in that, and I'm excited to see him, not completely change, but still be willing to experiment with different things. So as far as emotion vibes, there's definitely a lot of sweetness here. There's a lot of nostalgia in other ones, and then there's a lot of hope, I think, on Shape of You. So, all right, well, that's all I've got for you guys for now. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Chances are, if you're up at 1:46 a.m. watching this video, you probably already are subscribed and might be a little bit bored, but, whatever. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will talk to you later, possibly within the next 20 minutes to explain another one, but we will see how that goes. Talk to you later.